Hey friends, thanks so much for stopping by. It's Amy here with Leap of Faith Crafting, and today I have some friends with me, some Mickey and friends. So I cut all of these cute characters out. They're larger than matte characters. I cut them all out with my Cricut, and today I'm going to show you how to do that exactly. I'm going to walk you through Cricut Design Space and how I cut all mine out, and then we're going to tape it together. And then I also made Pluto here, and I also put these foam backings on them. These are just foam boards from the Dollar Tree, so super cheap. And I cut them out, and I made a little stand on them. Not the best stands, but they work. You kind of stand them up. If you don't want to put a backing on them, you can just tape these to a wall. I did a bunch of them for my son's Minecraft room, and I made larger than that Minecraft figures and put them all over his wall, and that's his decorations in his room. Super cheap. So I also made Pluto house here. So there it is there. So like I said, great for bedrooms, birthday parties, for any Disney lover really. So if you like these videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button below so you don't miss any. And let's get into Design Space. Cut out a larger than matte Disney character. So when you come into the Design Space and open a new canvas, we are going to click on images, and I'm going to search Disney. Okay, let's do Mickey here because he'll be a little bit bigger. So let's do this one. Okay, so Mickey, let's make him the poster board I got from the Dollar Tree, I believe is 30 by 20. So I want him to be able to fit on that. The tail can hang out a little bit. So, okay, let's make him this big. Okay, so again, I'm going to ungroup it and see what I don't have to cut. Okay, so these 14 by 14, but again, they're separated. So I'm going to, instead of using my contour tool, this time I'm going to just slice them. So I'm just going to put a square around there. Again, hold my control, slice these. And then this, I'm actually going to slice the other hand too. So to use the contour, I would duplicate this, and then I would hide one of them, and then on this one, and hit the contour again, and just click on these and hide these parts. Okay, so now I have these two that I'll be able to cut out. Okay, so his pants, I would think, again, are going to be okay. His mouth, his whole face, yes. His mouth, let's see about his shoes. His shoes will fit on a 12 by 24. So I'm going to use that. So now I'm going to add in a square. I'm going to make this a rectangle for my 12 by 24 mat. So I'm going to make it 11.75 just by 23.5, just to give us a little wiggle room there. Okay, so we'll cover that up. Let me see. I'm going to put this to the back. Okay, so so that will actually go right down. So we might see some of it here because, I actually might make it go the other way just so I don't see the line right there. So let's go this way and see if we can just cut off the bottom half of him. So we'll come down here because he also has the mitt, so that will be covered up, and then the shoes. So I'm going to click on, so I have this clicked, I'm hitting my control, click on the whole thing and slice him. I'm going to click on this and weld this back together. Okay. Actually, I'm going to turn this black because he's the back side. Okay, so I have that part. Okay, so now let's see on him, the top part. Actually, again, I'm gonna move it to back. I'm gonna cut him. Hopefully his face will cover this up. Let's see where his eyes are. So if it's in the back, you just need to hit the range and send to front. And then put that where it is. So it looks like this is gonna cut through here. It's gonna cut a little on his eye. So let me rotate this a little bit. And I think that's getting, I don't know if it's gonna cut right at the top of his eye or not. Okay, let's just see if we turn it this way. Go below his nose. So this one's gonna go through his mouth a little bit. But again, let's see where his, again, move this front. Let's see where his tongue is. Okay, so let's try that. Again, hit Control and slice this. Move this out of the way. Delete that, delete this. Let's see how big this guy is. Okay, so this one will cut out. Okay, so now we have all of these to cut out. Okay, so I'm gonna save that just so we don't lose it. Let's go to Make It. Okay, so once we click the Make It and you go into the mats, I always do like to come in and see if there's things I can change the orientation of to get it on a 12-inch piece of paper. So like this one, you see this is how Design Space puts it, but it comes down to 13. So you can actually click on these and rotate them. And I'm going to rotate it and push it up, and you'll see now it will fit on a 12 by 12 piece of paper. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one. This one also comes down, and you see all this space up here. So if I just rotate it, and if it goes out, a lot of times it will move it. But now this only goes to 11 inches. So now it will fit perfectly on a piece of paper. I'm not sure, let's see. I'm not sure if this one would work. I think this one was pretty long, but let's just see. If it goes out, it will bounce back in. Yeah, so this one is going to be a little bit longer. Sometimes you can put a part that, like this part is going to be a very small cutout right there. So if I can put that right on that line, then there'll be a minimal amount of tape. And then I can move this over a little bit. And this is actually pink, but I'm going to put it on here and just, actually, I'm going to probably put it up at the top now. So that is going to cut yellow, and this is going to be pink. Okay, so now I'm going to save some taping and some space there. Okay, so now I'm going to hit continue, and I'm going to click on the medium cardstock here, and everything's ready to go. So for the long mat, I just taped two 12 by 12 sheets of cardstock together and put it on a 12 by 24 mat. Okay, so now I have my mats out. Then you're just gonna pull off the extra cardstock. And this was already taped on the back. So these shoes are already taped, and it did cut out right there where I showed you, right on that 12-inch line. So these are already good to go. Okay, so let's put Mickey together. So what you're gonna need is some type of Scotch tape, any kind. I like this advanced tape glider, or you can use kind of one of the small handheld tape gliders. So these are all my pieces. So I'm gonna start with the black part. So these were all cut and already taped, like I showed you, to put on the 12 by 24. So these are gonna go together. So I'm gonna flip them over and put them as close as they will go. And tape it. Okay, then we're gonna put his head on the same way. So this is all on the back, so you won't see this tape. You could use like the clear tape, the ribbon wrapping one, but it doesn't matter because this is going to go against the poster board too. Okay, so now we're going to start putting him together. And you can also pull up design space. Sometimes with a lot of pieces, it gets a little confusing on where things go. Okay, and then the hand. Okay, so that one goes there. So then, there we go. And his feet. Okay, so with this, just apply. Tape runner. Okay, and then I'm just going to use the glue stick for the mouth and the button. Okay. So there he is. Now I'm actually going to put him on a poster board just that I got at the Dollar Tree. The foam boards. so that I can have him stand up. So I'm going to put him on top of it and trace him. So I can cut it out. Does not have to be perfect by any means because I'm going to cut it a little bit smaller. And I'm not going to do the tail. Okay, all the inside pieces. So there he is. And then I'm actually going to use my self-healing mat and my Cricut knife control and cut it out. I tried to use scissors, not easy, and this thing works great. So I'm going to cut inside the line because I don't want it to be as big. As it. And like I said, it does not need to be anywhere near perfect. So the self-healing mat, since this is going all the way through, just heals itself and it doesn't cut it all up. Okay, so let's see. I need to redo. So I'm gonna pop these out. And if something doesn't cut real well, I'll just cut it again. Okay, so there is Cookie there. Okay, so now you see that he fits on there, and since I cut it smaller, you can't see the back side. So I'm just going to put bunch of tape on him. And we'll start at the top. Hopefully get him aligned. Okay, so then if there's any part that seems like it might be sticking out, just gonna cut on the back and cut it, just not too deeply. You don't want to cut the cardstock. Okay, so there he is, nice and sturdy now. So if you want to put a back on him, you could just lean him up against something. But you can also cut out just part of Just a long streak of the poster board. And then on the back side, you kind of see where you want to angle them. And then I just used kind of my score here just to bend it a little bit, but not that it will come off. Kind of hard to see. And then kind of measure him. And he'll stand up okay there. And then I'm actually just going to put that so I know where to put him. Put some tape on him. Okay, and then you can put this up against the wall. You could probably also turn this one a little bit, and then he stands up. So that's all there is to it. If you like these videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button below, and please let me know if you have any questions.